Greetings, ladies and gentlemen of the internet. Jan Michael here. Well, my reviews are over. The anime awards are tomorrow, which means it's time to get to some predictions. And that's all I really have to say about that. Although I will mention, guys, please keep in mind that I haven't seen every single anime that has gotten a nomination, so there are certain categories I'm just not very knowledgeable on, and I'll admit as much as we go through these. But with that out of the way, guys, let's just go ahead and jump right into these predictions. For Best Film, the nominees are Belle, Evangelion 3.0 plus 1.0, Thrice Upon a Time, Demon Slayer, Kimetsu no Yaiba, the movie Mugen Train, Josie, the Tiger and the Fish, Shirobako, the movie, Words Bubble Up Like Soda Pop. Okay, so I've actually only seen one, and that is Demon Slayer, which is what I'm going to be predicting. And not just because I've seen it and I think is freaking amazing, but also because, what was it? It's now the highest grossing anime movie of all time. I think that goes to show that it's quite popular and it's made quite an impact with people. So I think this is an easy win for it. I think the only other two that might give it somewhat of a run for its money is Evangelion, because it's such a popular series, and then Belle that just actually recently got released into wider theaters, so more people got a chance to see it. But that being said, I really don't think it's gonna matter. I think this is Demon Slayer all the way. I have no doubt in my mind about this one. For Best Fantasy, the nominees are Mushoku Tensei, Jobless Reincarnation, Core 1, Ranking of Kings, That Time I Got Reincarnated as a Slime, Season 2, The Case Study of Vanitas, To Your Eternity, Wonder Egg Priority. I haven't seen every single anime on this list, so I'm going to have to go off of what I have seen or what I've heard of. And that being said, I think Ranking of Kings has a good shot of taking it. Just because I don't see anything else on here that is so popular that it could completely dominate. I don't think there's a clear-out winner in terms of... It's a popularity contest, so I don't think there's a clear-out winner in terms of the popularity contest. I know there's things like That Time I Got Reincarnated as a Slime that's pretty popular. I personally fucking hated the second part of the second season, so I'm not voting that way whatsoever. To Your Eternity also was really popular, but I think if people have seen Ranking of Kings, which I hope they do, got nominated for Anime of the Year, I think people are really going to latch on to that series. But that being said, again, I don't think anyone is so popular that's going to overshadow another, so it can go a variety of ways. But yeah, for me, I'm going with Ranking of Kings with this one. For Best Romance, the nominees are Beastars, Fruits Basket, the final season, Don't Toy With Me, Miss Nagatoro, Horimiya, Komi Can't Communicate, The Duke of Death, and His Maid. Okay, I definitely have seen more here than in the previous category, so that being said, I'm kind of on the fence with some of them on are they romance? Like Beastars, for instance, I know the first season was a lot of romance, and that you could really categorize it as that. But the second season, really, the romance takes a sidestep because you really have a focus more on Legoshi and the deer character. I forget his name, but it's really more focused on those two for the second season. Romance really not a big priority in that one. So that's kind of a question mark. Fruits Basket, I think, is just more of a drama, even though there are some romantic tensions sprinkled throughout. Yeah, I've seen Don't Toy With Me, Miss Nagatoro, but I thought the show was whatever. I thought the girl character was annoying, so that's me personally. And I have not seen Horimiya or The Duke of Death and His Maid. So for me, I'm gonna go with Komi Can't Communicate. It's cute. I don't think it's an amazing show, but it's cute, and I am interested in continuing it. So out of all of them, if I'm thinking of romance, it's the one that I'm going to be voting for. That being said, as I said, this is a popularity contest, so really don't count out Beastars or Fruits Basket, because I think those two can still take it, despite me not really thinking they're full on romance. For best drama, the nominees are 86, Fruits Basket, the final season, Kageki Shoujo, Odd Taxi, 2 Year Eternity, Wonder Egg Priority. This is Odd Taxi for me. Like, I know you can make the argument that Fruits Basket could probably take it, maybe 2 Year Eternity can sneak in for the win, but for me, it's Odd Taxi. It's all the way. It deserves the award. It's definitely the best drama in terms of this lineup right here for me. So I'm not even going to entertain the thought of possibly voting elsewhere. Can something surprise? Yes, but for me, it's Odd Taxi. Lock it in. For best comedy, the nominees are Don't Toy With Me, Miss Nagatoro, Heaven's Design Team, Komi Can't Communicate, Life's Lessons with Oramichi Onisan, Miss Kobayashi's Dragon Maid S, Odd Taxi. I don't know if Odd Taxi counts as a comedy. This is going back to what I said about certain shows. I just don't see if you can really classify them as romance. Odd Taxi has some comedic elements to it. I never thought the show was laugh out loud funny, but there are certain comedic elements. But again, I don't think it counts as a comedy, at least in my eyes. But this is also a category that I haven't seen a lot of these. So even though I haven't seen it, I'm going to vote for Miss Kobayashi's Dragon Maid S. I know that show's really popular. I think there can be a lot of love to aim that way to the point that it could take the win. But I feel something could surprise. Maybe Komi Can't Communicate sneaks in there for the win. I don't know how popular Miss Nagatoro is, but it getting multiple nominations, maybe. But yeah, I'm going to go with Miss Kobayashi for this one. I'm going to lock it in for that. For Best Action, the nominees are Attack on Titan, Final Season, Part 1. Demon Slayer, Kimetsu no Yaiba Mugen Train Arc. Jujutsu Kaisen, Core 2. SSSS, Dynazenon. Vivi, Fluorite Eyes Song. Wonder Egg Priority. Alright, I really think it's just going to come down to 3. It's either going to be Attack on Titan, Demon Slayer, or Jujutsu Kaisen. Now, I think Jujutsu Kaisen has the least amount of chance right now because that aired so long ago now. It's been like a year now almost. So it's not going to be fresh in a lot of people's minds. While Attack on Titan and Demon Slayer both have seasons that are currently airing right now. So I think a lot of people are really going to be thinking about those two shows in particular. Which way am I going to go? I'm probably going to go with Attack on Titan. And the reason for it is because Demon Slayer is technically kind of cheating because it's just the movie but cut up in episodic form. So, I don't know, just something in my mind has me pushing towards Attack on Titan. If I gotta be honest, I did like Demon Slayer, the movie form, more than Attack on Titan, just by a small little amount. Yeah, if we're talking about the anime itself, I'm gonna go with Attack on Titan on this one. Again, Demon Slayer has a good chance, so if you yourself are voting or trying to predict, I think Demon Slayer, you should really give it a good thought before you choose. For Best Ending Sequence, the nominees are Shogeki from Attack on Titan, the Final Season, Part 1. Yasashi Suisei from Beastars. Shirogane from Demon Slayer, Kimetsu no Yaiba Mugen Train Arc. Nai from Shadow's House. Infinity from Skate the Infinity. Ganbare Kumoko-san no Theme from So I'm a Spider, So What. I honestly don't like a lot of these endings, so I really think it's going to come down to 2, and really only one that I fucking hate, but I know a lot of people really enjoyed it, and that's the So I'm a Spider, So What ending theme. I found it fucking annoying, but I understand that it's very popular, so... Oh, God. I personally think the Skate the Infinity ending is a little bit more clever, just because I like the thought of these people like failing at skateboarding in the ending theme. I thought that was more clever, and I like the song just slightly more than any of the other ones. But if I want to get these right, yeah, fuck it, I'm gonna go with So I'm a Spider, So What. I don't like it, but I'm trying to predict these right, so I'm gonna go that route. Best opening sequence. The nominees are Boku no Senso from Attack on Titan, the final season, part 1. Kaibutsu from Beastars. Vivid Vice from Jujutsu Kaisen, core 2. I Know Supreme from Miss Kobayashi's Dragon Maid S. Odd Taxi from Odd Taxi. Crybaby from Tokyo Revengers. I really want to give it to Odd Taxi. I really like the opening theme and the opening in general to that one. But there can't be no denying the impact that the Attack on Titan opening has. It's really well done, and it's a very catchy song. I really enjoyed it. It's one of the few songs that I actually listened to over and over again, even afterwards. So, yeah, I'm going to vote that way. If it's a term of popularity, I think more people are going to go Attack on Titan's way, so that's the route I'm going to go as well. For Best English Voice Acting Performance, the nominees are Brittany Cox, who plays Fena from Fena, Pirate Princess. Laura Bailey, who plays Toru Honda from Fruits Basket, the final season. Adam MacArthur, who plays Yuji Itadori from Jujutsu Kaisen, core 2. David Wald, who plays Anosuke Shindo, otherwise known as Adam, from Skate the Infinity. Matt Shipman, who plays Reki Kyan from Skate the Infinity. Anidas Kanonis, who plays Rika Kawai from Wonder Egg Priority. Okay, so again, I'm kind of split with this one because I think, again, if it's term of popularity, I think Laura Bailey's going to take this one home. But come on, David Wald for fucking Adam from Skate the Infinity. I mean, just even if you haven't seen the anime, just go watch a clip of it. And you've such a good goddamn voice. I know it's probably gonna go to Laura, but fuck it, I'm gonna go David Wald. I'm gonna take a risk with it. I'm gonna say David Wald. I hope he wins. God, such a goddamn good voice. So yeah, that's the route I'm going. For Best Japanese Voice Acting Performance, the nominees are Ayane Sakura, who plays Gabi Braun in Attack on Titan, the final season, part 1. Yuki Kaji, who plays Eren Yeager in Attack on Titan, the final season, part 1. Kiyoshi Kobayashi, who plays Daisuke Jigen in Lupin the Third, part 6. Natsuki Hanai, who plays Otakawa in Odd Taxi. Aoi Yuki, who plays Komoko in So I'm a Spider, So What. Kanata Aikawa, who plays Ai Oto in Wonder Egg Priority. Oh, so many fucking splits. I want to give it to Natsuki for Otakawa. Again, such a great goddamn voice, but I think this is another one that there is no denying that Aoi, who plays Yumiko for So I'm a Spider, it's such a unique voice as well, and it's so full of energy. And going back to the ending, I believe she actually sings that ending, and it's, even though I don't like it, it's very impressively done. So yeah, I'm gonna go that route. I'd rather Natsuki take it, but I can't deny that Aoi did a fucking amazing job with that voice. For Best Score, the nominees are 86, Demon Slayer, Kimetsu no Yaiba Mugen Train Arc. Megalobox 2, Nomad. Odd Taxi. Vivi, Fluorite Eyes Song. Wonder Egg Priority. I actually didn't remember a lot of the music from some of the other animes on this list that I saw. The only one that I do remember is the one from Demon Slayer, just because it made such an impact. So I'm going to go that route, and no, not just because I did remember it, but because, again, this is a popularity contest, and Demon Slayer really sticks out here among a group of other anime that might not be as popular as that one. So gonna go that route. But Uh, I agree with this popularity pick, just because, again, it made such an impression on me when I was watching the movie version of it. For Best Character Design, the nominees are Jujutsu Kaisen Core 2, Odd Taxi, Ranking of Kings, Skate the Infinity, Vivi, Fluorite Eye Song, Wonder Egg Priority. Okay, this one's gotta go to Odd Taxi, right? You got the anthropomorphic animals, and especially what they do with it towards the end is very clever. So I definitely think it's gotta go that route. I think Ranking of Kings is also a very strong contender. And if we're gonna go with popularity, you got Jujutsu Kaisen, but I'm sticking firm with Odd Taxi on this one. Best Animation. The nominees are Demon Slayer, Kimetsu no Yaiba Mugen Train Arc, Jujutsu Kaisen Core 2, Miss Kobayashi's Dragon Maid S, Mushoku Tensei, Jobless Reincarnation, Core 1, Vivi, Fluorite Eye Song, Wonder Egg Priority. Alright, so this one's definitely, I think, going to come down to a popularity contest, and it's either Demon Slayer or it's going to be Jujutsu Kaisen. I'm going to go with Jujutsu Kaisen on this one, just because I think the fucking fight animations are so goddamn good, and even when they're not fighting, it's still very impressive animation. Demon Slayer, also very impressive. There's just one thing that is really sticking out to me like a sore thumb, and that's the CGI of the demon that kind of takes control of the train, that kind of weird blobby thing that comes out. That doesn't look great. It's very hard to make CG just kind of look so kind of mixed seamlessly into the like hand-drawn animation style. So that to me sticks out, even though it has fantastic animation otherwise. I think Jujutsu Kaisen has the edge in that term. But again, I think you could choose either or, and your odds are really 50-50. For Best Director, the nominees are Yuichiro Hayashi for Attack on Titan, the final season, Part 1. Sung-Hoo Park for Jujutsu Kaisen, Core 2. Yo Mirayama for Megalobox 2, Nomad. Baku Kinoshita for Odd Taxi. Shingo Natsume for Sunny Boy. Shin Wakabayashi for Wonder Egg Priority. Gonna go with Baku on this one. I do think it has the potential to go all the way with Anime of the Year, but even if that wasn't the case, I think it really has a strong chance of taking it here. I think last year showed that the voters aren't afraid to award an anime that might not be as popular as, you know, Jujutsu or Attack on Titan, the award for Best Director. So yeah, I'm gonna go with Baku on this one, and hopefully he takes it because it's very well deserved. Best Fight Scene. The nominees are Eren Yeager versus Warhammer Titan for Attack on Titan, the final season, Part 1. Naruto Uzumaki versus Ishiki Otsutsuki for Boruto, Naruto Next Generations. Yuji Itadori and Aoi Todo versus Hanami for Jujutsu Kaisen Core 2. Yuji Itadori and Nobara Kugisaki versus Eso and Keichizu for Jujutsu Kaisen Core 2. Elma versus Toru for Miss Kobayashi's Dragon Maid S. Vivi versus Yugo Kakitani for Vivi, Fluorite Eye Song. I'm gonna go with Eren versus the Warhammer Titan. And the reason for it is because even though I really, really like the fight with Yuji Aoi versus Hanami, I think the fans of that show are going to be split because you got two fights being nominated. And so I think that's going to give Attack on Titan the edge in terms of taking it here. I don't think anything else has a really strong argument. I saw some of those other fights, and some of those other fights are like whatever, in my opinion. I think really Attack on Titan and Jujutsu are really where the award definitely should go. But again, you got that split, so I'm going with Attack. Best Antagonist. The nominees are Eren Yeager for Attack on Titan, the final season, Part 1. Tamura Shigaraki for My Hero Academia Season 5. Yano for Odd Taxi. Echidna for ReZero, Starting Life in Another World, Season 2. Inosuke Shindo, otherwise known as Adam, for Skate the Infinity. Teta Kisaki for Tokyo Revengers. I don't think this is the strongest lineup, and I think just because we didn't have any really good standout antagonists this last year, I'm leaning towards Echidna, and I think she was nominated last year just because ReZero also had that kind of split to it. So did she win last year? I don't even remember. Fuck it, I'm gonna go with Echidna. I think she's the one that stands out the most. She's the most interesting in terms of the lineup, and in terms of popularity, I guess you could also go Aaron, but I don't know. I'm going to stick with Echidna. I'm not going to overthink this one. For Best Protagonist, the nominees are Eren Yeager for Attack on Titan, the final season, Part 1. Yuji Itadori for Jujutsu Kaisen, Core 2. Joe for Megalobox 2, Nomad. Otakawa for Odd Taxi. Boji for Ranking of Kings. Otto for Wonder Egg Priority. I'm gonna go for Otakawa. He's such a goddamn good protagonist. Yeah, I'm not going to second guess myself. I'm gonna go with Otakawa on this one. I really like him. For Best Girl, aka the most important category of the bunch, the nominees are Vladilena Melize for 86. Toru Honda for Fruits Basket, the final season. Nobara Kugisaki for Jujutsu Kaisen, Core 2. Sarasa Watanabe for Kageki Shoujo. Shoko Komi for Komi Can't Communicate. Otto for Wonder Egg Priority. If I'm being completely honest, I'm not a huge fan of a lot of these. But again, just kind of like with Antagonist, I don't think 2021 produced the most outstanding variety of best girls. So that's just me. I know you guys are probably like, what the fuck are you talking about? These are great picks, and it's to each their own, okay? Out of all of these, if I had to pick one that I enjoyed more than others, I would probably go with Komi for Komi Can't Communicate. It was cute. I don't think the amazing best girl of all time, but it was cute. And I guess sometimes that's all you need. For Best Boy, the nominees are Senku Ishigami for Dr. Stone Season 2. Izumi Miyamura for Horimiya. Otokawa for Odd Taxi. Boji for Ranking of Kings. Ken Draken Ryuguji for Tokyo Revengers. Manjiro Mikey Sano for Tokyo Revengers. Kudos to them for putting Otakawa on here, even though he's like a middle-aged man. I guess the whole anthropomorphic animal still doesn't matter how old you are, you're gonna be considered adorable. So, regardless, I'm gonna go with Boji. Boji's so goddamn adorable. I think he's great. Definitely best boy. I mean, fuck this. Like, he's just best boy. Come on, guys. Like, there's no comparison. He's definitely the one that stands above all these other ones. And lastly of all, we get to Anime of the Year. The nominees are 86. Attack on Titan, the final season, Part 1. Jujutsu Kaisen, Core 2. Odd Taxi. Ranking of Kings, Sunny Boy. Okay, so if we're gonna go the popularity route, you've got Attack on Titan and Jujutsu Kaisen, and you can take your pick out of those ones. Jujutsu Kaisen won last year, so I think that's a very strong indicator that it could take it again. But like I was saying with one of the other categories, Attack on Titan's final part of its final season is currently airing, so I think that's gonna be on more people's minds. And if Attack on Titan takes it, I'm on board. I think it's a fucking amazing season, and I think it definitely deserves it. Looking at the others, I wasn't a huge fan of 86, and Sunny Boy was fine. I don't think it was anything amazing. So I think you could count those two out, which leaves us with Odd Taxi and Ranking of Kings. You can make a strong argument for Ranking of Kings, but I think what's going to hurt it is that it's still ongoing and it's still very early. And it's not a Jujutsu Kaisen that can really lavish you with its fights and animation in that regard. So I think that's really what's going to hurt that one. Odd Taxi, on the other hand, has completed. And it's gotten a lot of really good buzz and praise, and it's made a lot of people's top 10. It's actually gone onto the top of a lot of people's top 10 of 2021, best anime of the year, so on and so forth. So I think that one has a really good shot. So really, I think you've come down to 3. If you're going to go popularity, as I just said, you got those other 2. However, I'm going to go with Odd Taxi, because that was my favorite anime of 2021. And I think enough people really loved it to vote that way. I hope. If Attack on Titan takes it, as I said, I won't be angry. I think it's a much-deserved win, but I'd much rather Odd Taxi take it. Jujutsu Kaisen is probably the one that I'd be like, oh man, come on, again. But, you know, sometimes that's just how it happens. So, yeah, that's all I got for you in terms of my predictions. Well, ladies and gentlemen, we got the Anime Awards tomorrow, and I'm freaking excited. I love this time of year with its award seasons. It gets me pumped up. It gets me really pumped up. And if you guys saw my reactions to the awards last year, you can see even when it doesn't go the way that I predicted, I still have a lot of fun with it. I think anime definitely brings out more of the joy in me, just because I'm not as competitive in this category as I am like with the Oscars, where I have a very deep thought on things. So yeah, it's all a good time. So yeah, I will be doing a reaction to the awards. You might not see that tomorrow, but you might see it the day after. And if I just don't have the time, because I also work, you'll see that video the day after that. But it is going to be coming. You know, you're going to have my genuine reactions. I won't try to cheat you guys out of that. So yeah, look forward to that video, guys. Please let me know what you think is going to win in the comments below. Very, very interesting lineup. A lot of interesting anime. And I think certain categories that aren't so interesting and not as strong as the previous years. But, you know, that's what makes these things so exciting, just because you can have so many different things every year. So yeah, looking forward to tomorrow, guys. Until then, stay safe out there and have a good one.